Hello, audio listeners, and welcome to the Halfwits podcast, where my brother and I discuss pop culture and geek out about all sorts of nerdy stuff. I'm Kieran, or Kieran and Tristan online, and this is Tristan, otherwise known as Trons.
That's me.
If you're not familiar with the format of this podcast, we each bring a topic from pop culture in a show and tell style discussion, with a segment at the end of the pod where we talk about current events in pop culture. But today, we're doing another tier list, so forget what I just said.
Yeah, we did that thing like last time, and maybe the time before. I don't know, it's been a bit. Did we do that 2 times?
Yeah.
Okay, so we did that 2 times in a row. Do you want to introduce our topic?
Yes, okay, so this is a topic that I'm intimately familiar with. I have wasted many a dollar on this. It's fast food. Okay, so we have a tier list here, and it describes the best A, B, C, F, and never had. So there are going to be a couple of items on this list that we have not had, and we're not going to pretend to know. However, thanks to my Texan girlfriend, I do have a couple of aces up my sleeve. I have an advantage over Tristan on a couple of these. I'm going to leverage that to my bestest of will.
Well, I've tried stuff on here that I don't think you've tried. So,
Okay, great.
I think this thing's just alphabetical, so why don't we just do it that way?
Okay. I mean, I was going to say, do we want to do like turns, pick our favorites, and then we can go down the list? Okay, so Dairy Queen. See, it's a weird one because if they're talking
about... got rid of D tier?
Yeah.
I would have put it in D for DQ.
That's funny, but also, okay, so if we're talking about the grill and chill, have you been to a DQ?
Yeah, because Anna used to work at a DQ grill and chill.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it, man. The food, I could make better food at home.
That's what I was gonna say, D.
But the ice cream is really good.
Well, this one doesn't say grill and chill. It just says Dairy Queen, so I'm going to give it a B.
No, it's either C or F. I'm not going any higher.
I'll take C.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
CQ. I don't know. We'll pick one.
Okay. Let's do IHOP.
IHOB makes me want to put an F. Because I'm thinking of IHOB when they did the burger thing.
I mean, they're still doing burgers. It's just the whole marketing plan was a failure on their burger.
But they have Sonic now, which inclines me to bring it up. But also, if I'm getting pancakes, I mean, I'm honestly going to Waffle House.
You know, I was about to say, look, this might be a brave stance, but I think waffles are just better than pancakes.
They are.
Objectively.
Because you can hold syrup in waffles.
And look, I know everybody's going to be like, well, IHOP also serves waffles. Look, man, when I go to Waffle House and I get myself a stupid amount of food for super cheap, and then I compare that to IHOP, it's not even close.
Plus, the food's good at Waffle House, but not at IHOP.
Honestly, we should talk about Waffle House next.
Well, we will. But I mean, IHOP. I mean, they always have some good brand stuff, but I gotta put them in C. I would even put them in F.
I'm honestly feeling F. I don't like. At least at Dairy Queen, you have the guarantee of good ice cream. You have no guarantees going to IHOP.
Yep. All right. Well, Waffle House, I'm down to put that either A or the best.
Dude, are we gonna? Okay, let me try to justify this before.
You justify it. I'll tell you a cool fun fact in a minute.
Okay, so as somebody who has worked in industries where you go late into the night, I'm talking about closing shifts at Kroger. I'm talking about working at festivals, managing booth lines. Having Waffle House as a place that I can go is amazing. And I know that a lot of people have had bad experiences with the staff and certain people there, but in our area, the Waffle Houses are great. Like, I've never had an issue going to a Waffle House here. It's usually a lovely time.
I've been to some in other states and it was still fine.
Right. It's just like any other place, right? Since you can have a large variety of people and places making it different.
Yeah.
For me personally, it is a comfort pick. You can go there at any time of the day and get yourself some good-ass food. It's wonderful. Now, its selection is going to make me go down to A tier personally. Because,
okay, well, they're called Waffle House.
I know.
What do you expect them to have? Well, they definitely have waffles. You'd expect some breakfast stuff, which they have.
Uh-huh.
They even have, like, a patty melt and stuff.
I know, and it's okay. But if we're judging it on food, I mean, we can't put it in the best. It's a solid A for me.
Can I tell you one more fun fact that might change your mind?
Okay.
The FBI uses every Waffle House to determine...
The Waffle House Index.
Yes, the Waffle House Index. Does anybody else have a Waffle House Index? I don't think so.
And just to explain for listeners, yeah, so the Waffle Houses across the United States are actually a good measure of weather conditions because if a Waffle House closes, it's bad news.
It's literally a 24/7, every day of the year restaurant. You can go anytime, any day, even on Christmas Day or Eve or whatever, anything like a holiday, and that will be open with the exception of some rare situations or bad weather. So the FBI actually uses Waffle Houses and sees which ones are open to know how bad the weather actually is in an area. Like, I guess if a flood happened, they'd be like, oh, it's that bad where people can't even get to Waffle House. But A is fine. All right, well, your turn to pick one.
Oh, okay. Let's do Subway. Look, I'm just gonna say
we should go through all the sub places that are on this list at once too.
Okay, if you want to do that,
just kind of knock them out.
I know that we're gonna get slandered, but I think that it's a B tier.
I was gonna put C.
Okay, can I?
You can go first. Go.
Here's the thing: when you walk into a Subway, that smell of a Subway is unbeatable. You're smelling meats. You're smelling bread. You know what happens when you walk into a Jimmy John's? You smell the cleaner on the floor.
Wait, no, we're not. I preemptively put Jimmy John's up somewhere, but I'll defend it in a minute.
Okay,
but we're talking Subway first.
And look, I understand.
While you're talking, I'm gonna put all the sub places up there so we can kind of talk about them. So
okay,
keep going.
So, as somebody who likes comfort places, Subway is one of those places where I can go in, I can get a cookie, I can get a sandwich, and I'm pretty happy about it. And Subways are one of those common chains in America, so being able to find a Subway is pretty easy. Being able to find some of these other restaurants that are more specialized, not so easy. That's my argument for B tier. I think it's a little bit above average.
I'll give it that, but I mean, when I think of Subway and I go and get Subway, sometimes it's just not good. I mean, that's just straight up it. Like, I feel like I don't get consistently good subs. And then there's the whole Subway thing, which odd ones out, which kind of paints a bad picture. No, here's my reason for why Subway should be a C. Have there ever been more than 2 employees working at a Subway at the same time? I don't think so. I think there's even like a rule about it or something, like to keep labor down. It's like 1 to 2 people at a time.
Why would that make it C tier, though?
Because if they get busy, there's nothing you can do.
Well, a sandwich doesn't take that long to make.
That's fair. B's fine. All right. Now, there's a few other ones on here. Jimmy John's I like the most because I like a non-toasted sandwich.
Is Firehouse Subs on here?
I don't know. I didn't see it, but I wasn't like looking for it. It's on here.
Okay. I will let you have Jimmy John's in the best if you put Firehouse Subs in the best.
I don't think I've had Firehouse Subs. So,
dude, you are missing out.
Are they just good subs?
They are the highest quality sandwiches you can buy.
Oh, I'll take your word on it.
They're really, really good. They also have a great selection of sauces that you can choose from. And their pre-made sandwiches are great, but of course they also have a ton of customization.
Oh. Well, I only put Jimmy John's up top because freaky fast delivery. And it is. Like, when I was living on OSU, I would get delivery quick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate Jimmy John's, but my go-to is Firehouse for sure.
That's fine. All right, now there's a few other ones here. I hate Penn Station. I haven't even had them. I hate them because every time I'm watching a YouTube video, there's this ad they play that is bass boosted to the max. It goes, Bob, 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 and it kills me every time because it's just you know how like some YouTube ads are just way louder than other ones? This is that loud ad that's out of nowhere.
That's hilarious to me that you're getting Penn Station ads. Meanwhile, I'm getting ads for like cryptocurrency, and I hate it.
I don't know why I'm getting Penn Station ads. I'm putting him in F because that ad is so annoying, and it makes me never want to try them.
Okay, I don't have any arguments. I've never had Penn Station, so I don't.
How about Jersey Mike's? I think I've had them once or twice, and it was fine.
Let's throw it in B with Subway.
Okay. Quiznos. Now, see, they like the moon. I don't mind Quiznos. I don't know if they still exist at this point.
I've never had Quiznos. I can't speak on it.
I mean, we can leave it in the never had because I don't think I've had one in millions of years. But, I mean, I'll put them like B for the moon. The commercial. You know what commercial I'm talking about, right?
No.
Oh, you haven't? You know, it's like, we like the moon with the 2 like little chinchilla things.
I don't think I need to know.
Hold on. Those things.
You know what? I think I've seen something about that.
It was on Good Mythical Morning at one time. But they ended up being a commercial for Quiznos. Because like the guy at Quiznos liked it. 2002. which spawned the famous Quiznos ads in 2003.
Good for them.
I'll put that in B. All right. Potbelly, we have one next to us, and I have not had it.
I've been there once. They are expensive, but I mean, you know what? Just for that, I'm gonna say they're A tier. They like if you want some good ass ham, you can go to Potbelly. But they're like expensive as all get out.
Trying to see if there's any more sub places on here. There's Blimpie. I've never even heard of it.
Yeah.
Where do you think that's from? What region of the U.S.? It's probably U.S. I think I looked up. It just says best fast food restaurants. So honestly, I don't know where it's from. Oh well, we'll skip that one. What else do we have? Is that it for subs?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, what kind of food should we go for next?
Let's talk chicken. Okay. What chicken place do you want to discuss first?
Well, let's put them up there. There's Cane's. There's Church's. There's
Chick-fil-A.
Where's that at? Oh yeah, it just doesn't have the word Chick-fil-A on it. Bojangles. I think that's chicken. Yeah, it's definitely chicken. Popeyes should be on there.
Yeah.
There's another chicken place I can't think of right now. I've never had a pollo loco, but I'll put it up there. Does this include wings?
That's another discussion, I guess.
Zaxby's is chicken. Wiener Schnitzel? Don't even want to know. I think that's all of our chickeny places that...
KFC.
Oh, yeah. Where's KFC? Gotcha.
And isn't Jollibee a chicken place?
I have never had it.
All right, well, we can put that in the never had.
Okay. All right. So, Cane's. I mean, I'm a Cane's lover. I want to put that the best.
Yeah, it's gonna make us sound lame, but yeah,
We're from Cincy, but I mean, Cane's is great.
I would see, like, if I want some tasty chicken, I'm going to Popeyes. If I want tasty sauce, I'm going to Cane's.
Interesting choice. Where would you put Popeyes?
I'd put it in the same tier, the best.
That's fair.
Mean, dude, where else can you get beans and rice as a side?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, and their biscuits aren't bad either.
Yeah.
I feel like if you don't like Cane's, you like Popeyes. If you don't like Popeyes, you like Cane's.
Unless you're me, and I just like greasy food.
I don't mind either. Like, I don't mind Popeyes. I've had it. It's fine. What else? Jollibee we haven't had. But Jollibee I think is chicken. Is that a B? It doesn't look like a B. Who knows? KFC is good, but here's the problem. For the past, few years, every time I eat KFC, I have the worst heartburn imaginable.
Well, and, the chicken quality is, terrible.
But the flavor's great. They got the flavor down right.
I'd say it's the definition of C tier. Because, the one reason I went to KFC is they had an exclusive Mountain Dew flavor called Sweet Lightning. And it was good. But that was, the only reason I ever went to a KFC. Any other time, I'm more happy to go to Popeyes.
I've just seen a commercial to them. I just thought about Chizza, where it's like a chicken pizza.
Oh.
I don't know if it's... I obviously haven't been. But, it's either a chicken with sauce on it.
I mean, and we... When we were growing up, getting KFC was sort of a special thing because you could get the family meal and get the bucket with the mashed potatoes and it was good, but I don't know. Also, it's gotten more expensive and
So Zaxby's isn't bad. I'm pretty sure I haven't had it in a bit, but
I haven't had it at all. So
I think it's a southern chicken. If I'm correct, it's a southern chicken like Popeyes. So I'll put a B.
Okay.
What else? El Pollo Loco. I thought no. That's not the Breaking Bad one. The Breaking Bad one's Dos Hermanos chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had El Pollo Loco. Have you had it?
No.
Okay, how about Bojangles?
No, I haven't.
It's very similar to Popeyes in style, but I haven't had it.
Yep.
Chick-fil-A I've had. Chick-fil-A is the best, but I want to put an A.
I have such an opposite opinion to you. I think that it's F.
Oh, no, okay. Here's the thing. We got to talk about whether we're talking about the food or the restaurant chain. Those are very different things. I'm
talking about food.
Really? I don't mind, but I think it's too expensive for what it is.
I just, if you compare, bite for bite, a Chick-fil-A meal versus a Popeyes meal, the Chick-fil-A meal feels like a school lunch in comparison to Popeyes.
I'll settle for high C.
All right.
For Chick-fil-A.
All right. I'll agree with you.
C for Chick-fil-A. And I know they got a lot of problems with, I don't know if it's still going on with their CEO.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, they're still contributing to anti.
But that's why I was saying I'm ignoring the company as a whole, but rather the food / it.
And you know what? I'm also gonna I need to get it out there. Their waffle fries are the worst waffle fries I've ever had.
Well, where are you getting other waffle fries?
from the grocery store. I can make better waffle fries than Chick-fil-A.
All right. And then Church's chicken, I've had it. Oh, actually, is Lee's chicken on here? No, I don't think I see Lee's.
That might be a more local thing.
Church's is fine. It's similar to Cane's.
I haven't had it, so I can't speak on it.
It's definitely like probably it's not bad chicken. It's good chicken.
Okay.
All right, what's next? Taco places? There's a few of those on here.
Yeah, let's do
Does Jack in the Box count as a... No, we'll do burger places later.
Yeah, burger places are going to take up a large portion of this.
Right,
Also, pizza places are going to take up a large portion of this.
Yeah, I'm looking for Taco Bell. That's a taco place. I'm trying to pick taco places that I actually know. Or we'll just do general Mexican or like Hispanic food. So Chipotle,
Okay.
Del Taco.
I guess Baja Fresh is up. I haven't had Baja Fresh, but...
Yeah. What else we got? What did that even say? Roy Rogers?
Yeah, I've never had Roy Rogers. I don't know what that is.
I don't either. Oh, Moe's. That's a Mexican place.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. All right, well, let's do a Taco Bell. Taco Bell is, I think, known for being cheap. And they're a bit more expensive now, but they're still more affordable than most of the other restaurants.
Here's what I'll say. I think that the food quality is shit. But man, when I want some greasy, delicious, covered in sauce bullshit, you go to Taco Bell.
I'm tempted to put them up as the best because sometimes they are straight up the best. I can't justify putting them in C or F because there are times when
I'm looking at our top contenders right now. I think we have to put it in the Waffle House tier because again, Waffle House and Taco Bell are those places that you go to when you want crappy food. You know what I mean? When you're like in the mood.
Yeah. Okay. Qdoba. I like Qdoba. It's fine. It's like Chipotle style.
I think I've only had like soup from there or something. I don't know.
I might be thinking like Panera.
I might be. I don't know.
Qdoba's fine. It's good.
I can't speak on it.
I put that in A tier. Or wherever Chipotle is, I would put Qdoba.
Really? Because I used to be a Chipotle hater. And let me tell you why. Because almost every girl at our high school ate Chipotle like it was a religion. And then I tried it myself and I was like, you know what? This is pretty good. Their guacamole's solid. They got chips as an appetizer. And their burritos are like the most filling thing that you could ever get. And their prices are similar to like every other fast food place.
You're making me want Chipotle right now.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'd put that in the best. Like,
I'll put Chipotle at the best. That's fine.
And like, in comparison to some other fast food places, it's not as bad for you. You're getting a lot of like proteins and carbohydrates, and you can build a burrito that is going to like really help you. So, yeah.
I'll put Moe's here. I'll put Qdoba in B because Qdoba's fine. It's really not bad.
Top of B?
Yeah, I'm trying to put it in top of B, but Subway's in the way. Here,
Subway really wants to stay there.
Now, I'm going to say Moe's is an A.
Okay.
But a low A, like right next to Qdoba.
What's Moe's like?
It's the same thing, but you can get like nachos and stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean, it's like another
So like American Mexican?
Yeah, I think generally more so. Or it's called like Southwest Grill. So I think it's supposed to be kind of like Texas, Arizona.
Damn, I should ask Gail about that later.
I don't know if she's had it. I don't know if it's from there. It just says Southwest Grill.
She might know.
She might. Baja Fresh.
Never had it.
It sounds like the soda. And
Every time I hear about Del Taco, it's being dissed on.
I agree. So, I mean, I haven't had it, but do you think it goes to F?
We can't speak on it, so let's not put it in F.
Okay, because I don't think I've heard anybody say anything good. All right, how about diner restaurants?
Okay.
That includes Denny's. That includes Steak and Shake.
I mean, we kind of already covered,
Sonic.
Waffle House and IHOP, but these are good.
Those are breakfast.
Okay, well, Denny's is breakfast, but...
Well, Denny's... Okay, well, that's probably true, too. Well, we already did the other two.
Yeah, so that's fine.
What else is like a dinery place? That's burger. A&W is kind of burgery, though. I think that's it. Oh, Sheetz. Well, I'll count Sheetz under there. Have you been to Sheetz?
No.
Okay, so Sheetz is a gas station. It's not Buc-ee's, because Buc-ee's is definitely way bigger and way more unique. Mm-hmm. But Sheetz is like that gas station that's trying to be something else, too.
Okay.
It's a gas station chain that also does some pretty good food.
Weird.
Like solid food. Like I've had it. It's cheap and it's good. So I'm putting Sheetz in A unless you have some...
I don't have anything to say about it.
Because it's also a gas station and it's fine. It's kind of like a trucker place. What else we got? Sonic. I've never been a fan.
Here's this. Okay, so this is... So the full phrase goes, a jack of all trades, a master of none, but better than a master of one, right? But I think in this case, Sonic is just a jack of all trades and a master of none. Period. Like, I don't think that it does anything good.
So
But when you go there, you have like a million drink options, 30 food options. You can get anything you want, but it's not very great. So
C is in the middle because it's everything.
Yeah.
It's average.
I feel that it's kind of like a grill and chill, honestly. They have like a similar vibe.
All right. Now for Swenson's, I've had it once and I either got the worst cook in the galaxy to make my burger or that's the way it is.
Oh no.
Have you had Swenson's?
No.
I can't tell. And I honestly, they do steak burgers like Steak and Shake does. So they're like the thinner.
Oh, is there Steak and Shake
burger? Yeah, we have it. That's next.
Okay.
Swenson's is, I think, a smash burger place where they use like really thin patties.
Okay.
But either they burnt mine to all living hell, or that's how it's supposed to be. Either way, I wasn't a big fan.
I'll take your word for it. If you think that it's like an F tier.
I'll give it a benefit of the doubt and put it in C.
Okay.
Because I don't know what to do with it.
All right.
Because it could be that I just had it really bad.
I mean, it's possible, right?
I'm scared to try it again, Kieran.
Okay.
I'm scared. Anna tried it with me, and we are both scared of it.
Oh, dear.
All right, Steak and Shake. I'm tempted to put that A.
So, for context, Tristan did work at a Steak and Shake for a while, and there were some benefits. I got some perks because, like, when we came to visit him at work, he would always get us shakes, and they were very good.
Yep.
But the service was terrible.
And part of it's because it's a slow cooking process.
Yes.
Or at least it was when I was working there almost 10 years ago.
They have the same dilemma as Frisch's Big Boy. And if you've never been to a Frisch's Big Boy, they pretend they're a fast food chain when they're not.
Yeah,
they're like this weird, awkward in-between where it's like a casual sit-in restaurant, but they also have a drive-thru.
Exactly.
And legitimately, I think the only business that does that well is Skyline. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah, that's because Skyline's got a really tiny menu.
Yes.
And actually, Frisch's just did the same thing where now their menu is like way smaller.
Okay, interesting.
Now, the problem with Steak and Shake from when I was working there was they expected you to have a car to the window and out in like a minute and a half. That was like, or it was like a minute 45. That was like the expectation of how long a car had to be there. Which is kind of high anyway, if you think about like times.
I mean, when I was working at White Castle, the target was like 3:30.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that whole time window and menu?
Yeah.
Oh, this was just window.
Okay.
Once they've ordered. But the thing is, it takes a burger about 90 seconds to cook on the grill, if I remember right. Or it's like 60 seconds and then you flip it or whatever. Like longer than it takes me at the window. So the only reasonable way to get food out fast was you had to have the person who's grilling the burgers with the headset listening to everything at the menu.
Mm-hmm.
If that doesn't show you how they tried to make it faster, but it wasn't reasonably fastable, like it wasn't able to be done quickly, I don't know what else to tell you that. And also, Shake Station got really busy all the time because everybody goes Shake for Shake.
Here's what I'll say. I think that I'll give you top of B.
Because like top of B.
The quality of the food in my experience was pretty good.
It's solid and it's consistent.
But the service was really, really bad. Even when you sat in, I mean, you were expecting like, I don't know, like a 5-minute wait for food, but it was closer to like 20 minutes before you got your food.
Now for Denny's, I've had it a few times. I know everybody gives crap to it. It's fine.
I think it's a definition of a C tier.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I've never been like, ugh, but it's
like I would rather go to a Denny's than an IHOP. I don't know if that's weird to say.
I mean, maybe we just have a bad rap for IHOP.
Maybe. I don't know. My experience is I went to IHOP like 2 years ago and I ordered like a pancake with whipped cream and syrup. It did not come with either. They just gave me plain pancakes. And I was like,
nice.
Why did I come here?
I also feel like if you're an IHOP, I remember like looking at the menu and being like, I don't know which one I want because none of these are what I want. But it's been a while since I've been to an IHOP. Like there's too many crazy things. I want a pancake or something like that. Maybe again, it's been a while, so I could be completely wrong. But anyway, moving on. That's all our dinery places out. How about burgers? There's a ton of those.
You know what? Before we do burgers, because it's just burning on my mind, we need to talk about Skyline Chili.
Okay, so Skyline by itself?
Yeah.
Is there anything?
I don't think
do an oddball category.
Okay.
So that's part of it. Skyline. What else can we do? Cookout we'll talk about. I'll explain in a minute. Noodles and Company. Panda Express. Maybe this is just noodles. Honestly, it might just be noodles. Let's see.
Okay. What about Portillo's?
I've never had it. Have you?
I think I have.
Okay, we'll talk about it and hope that you've had it. It says hot dogs, beef, burgers, and salads.
I think I went to one in Chicago.
Interesting. All right, we'll talk about that. Panera we'll put in this little group
Okay.
of just, I'm going to call them oddballs because they're kind of just a little bit outside of normal stuff. We'll do wings. Beat-ups isn't on here.
That might be more like specific to the Midwest or something.
Well, I see Wingstop and Wings Over. I don't know. It's weird that Beat-ups isn't on here. Anyway, I think that's most of our oddballs. That'll count.
Okay.
I mean, Wawa. You know, wait, where's Buc-ee's? Why is Wawa on here, not Buc-ee's? All right, well, I'm going to put Wiener Schnitzel in here, too.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Well, I can guess.
Yeah.
But, all right, so let's talk Skyline.
Okay, so before we start, you need to understand, we're Midwestern boys. We grew up in Ohio. You know what we got here in Ohio is like 3 different chains that serve Skyline chili. Or Cincinnati chili. But Skyline innovated, okay? They were the first, and they were the best. And if I could choose a fast food restaurant to go to for the rest of my life, it might be Skyline.
Interesting choice. I would pick somewhere with more variety.
But here's the thing. Skyline has a lot of variety, but the menu is beautifully simple, too. And I love that when you walk in, you just pick a seat. Servers come to you.
Nice. You pick your seat. Servers just kind of go for it.
I
was going to put Skyline A or the best. But here's the thing. I know a lot of people that don't like Skyline. But here's the other thing. I think they're making it up. I think a lot of people just want to hate on it or call it mid and haven't actually tried it or properly enjoyed it.
I mean, here's the thing. I think Cincinnati chili is a very polarizing thing. It's not like other chilies. It's very, soupy. It's
really not chili.
It's a sauce.
You have to think about chili dogs. If you think of a chili dog, you know it's not chili on a chili dog. You don't get beans on a chili dog. We all know this. When you think of like a coney, right? You're not expecting Texas style chili. You're expecting meat chili.
It's funny that you say that because every time that we go to the store to get stuff for chili dogs, we have to buy 2 different cans because my girlfriend is from Texas and she prefers chili with beans in it.
Really?
And I don't.
I don't mind beans, but
more recently, the Kroger that we've been going to has gotten rid of the ones with beans, so we've been getting the regular one. But all of this to say, I personally think we can be biased on this list. Skyline chili is a godsend to humanity.
So the best.
Yes.
That's our S tier. That works. All right, now Cookout. I've heard of Cookout. I have not been. I just wanted to mention it. I think it's just a place where it's like you're going to your French grill out, and they got stuff like barbecue stuff.
Cool.
So I just thought it was a cool restaurant, but it goes in the never had category. Noodles and Company is fine, but it's too expensive. Every modification is too expensive for noodles and spaghetti, or noodles and orange chicken, or mac and cheese.
Wait, do they serve everything noodle-like?
Not literally everything. It's just a bunch of noodles.
That's weird.
They have a mac and cheese. Oh, but here's the other thing. They only have one type of each dish. There's a Wisconsin mac and cheese. You can modify it and pay a bunch of money, but there's only one type of mac and cheese. If I remember right, there's really only one type of spaghetti kind of thing.
I mean, you're not selling me on this, so...
It tastes fine. It doesn't taste bad, but I don't think it's worth putting into a really high tier. I think it's upper B.
Okay.
It's kind of like the way I think of Chick-fil-A's. It's a little too expensive for what it is. It's great, but it's too expensive.
I mean, do you want to put it above Chick-fil-A in the C tier?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
I think it might deserve to be B though, but that's fine. Let's see. Panda Express. I don't mind Panda Express considering the fact that there's no good Chinese around here.
That is something, we talk about this all the time because when we go to order Chinese, it's always from a new place because a lot of the places around here shut down and the new one's open. Yeah. And it's we can't find a consistent place. We used to have a Chinese buffet right next to us. And it was the best thing on the planet.
For 3 months.
And then they shut down because they had staffing issues. And there's a bunch of rumors going around that it's because of family issues. And the only reason I know this is because I cared so much about the food. It was so good.
The best thing. We don't have good Chinese around here anymore. Panda Express is the best we got. And Panda Express, I don't think is bad. I think it's its own thing. It's hard to call it Chinese.
I will say I have a little bit of a grudge against them because the one time that we ordered it to here, they gave me a completely veggie dish when I asked for the shrimp with brown rice.
Hmm.
If you don't remember, I got a full like
firecracker
salad.
shrimp.
Huh?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't think I was with you when you got it.
No, it was here.
Oh, we didn't get Panda Express.
Oh.
We got like at one of those Chinese places nearby.
Oh, okay. Well,
we got that. It's called New Asian, I think.
Well, that's on me. Then
that's a different place.
Then every other time I've been to Panda Express has been pretty good.
So Panda Express, I might put an A.
Okay.
It's like ideally I want like a regular Chinese place, but Panda's good. I've never had a problem with it, and all their chicken's great. I can't eat a lot, but I can eat most of it.
They're also pretty inexpensive in comparison to like a lot of other places too. Like if you want a lot of food, you can go there and get a lot of food.
Yeah. All right. What else? Portillo's.
Okay, so
I'll Google it too.
Yeah, so can you look up the menu? Because I'm pretty sure this is something that I tried in Chicago.
When did you try it? When did you go to Chicago?
It was for our strings class in high school.
There's a whole lot in Illinois. That seems to be where all of their restaurants are. So we'll just pick a place in Illinois, Sycamore, Illinois. Sure. If you're from Sycamore, Illinois, tell us.
I've definitely seen this menu. I've been there. The food is delicious. I got the steak.
It looks good.
I got the steak sandwich. And
did you get to put ketchup on your hot dog?
No.
Okay.
I didn't get a hot dog.
Oh, well, they probably would have slapped you across the face if you did.
I'm going to say this is... look, if somebody is local to this area and knows more about tortillas, you can let me know. I thought it was the most delicious food I've ever had when I had it in Chicago. It was so good. And the presentation is amazing too. I remember going into the building and it's like...
A dog?
No, it's kind of like a retro 50s sort of vibe. And like all the chefs are wearing chef's outfits. It's very cool. I like it.
All right. So where do you want to put it?
I would put it like maybe A. I don't want to speak too highly of it just in case it has a bad reputation.
High A, low A, mid A?
Let's put it, let's put it top of A. I feel like it deserves it.
Above Panda?
I would say so. Like, it's more expensive than Panda, but the food quality is like insane. It's really, really good.
Panera. Now, here's the thing. I don't care for it. I'm not saying it's bad.
Okay.
I just don't care about soup.
Here's why it's F.
Here's why it's F?
Here's why it's F. Did you hear about the caffeine scandal that happened with their lemonade?
Oh, yeah. I've had that caffeine lemonade, too.
That's just, like, that is a level of incompetence that I don't want people making my food with. I don't want to eat there ever.
Okay, well, speaking as somebody who's eaten there, it's fine.
I've had Panera. I've gone to Panera, but not by choice. I've always gone to Panera because there's nothing else around.
I usually go to Panera because somebody else wants to go to Panera. And I'm like, okay, the loaves of bread are good. They're just bread. And they're good bread. But I'm not a big artisanal guy. Like, I don't need anything to be fancy or anything like that. So when I see like all these different soups, I'm just, well, here's the other thing is I can't eat half the stuff on their menu because I got my vegetable allergy, right? So I can't eat a lot of stuff if it isn't cooked anyway. So things like salads, out.
Yeah.
Fucking sandwiches, out.
Yep.
So like, I am limited to kind of soups and bread.
You know what? On this topic, I'm so sorry. I want to get this thought out before my ADD makes me forget. People don't realize that Skyline has a vegetarian option menu.
Oh yeah, BBR, black beans and rice.
They also have like
salad.
They have a substitute for chili. I forget what
BBR, black beans and rice.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's called.
Okay.
But yeah, it's literally black beans and rice, but it's kind of a little bit more sludgy than the chili is.
Sure.
It's got beans and rice in it with a sauce, so you can get that if you don't. I need to give a little bit more praise to Skyline. I love it so much, but it's good.
But as we're finishing off on Panera,
I'll put it high F, or I'll put it low C because it's not bad, and I just don't think I can eat a lot. Or I'll put it where do you want it? You want an F?
I feel like it's an F, bro. It's expensive. The food quality is not always amazing, and it could kill you. So I'm just saying.
All right, well, that's fine. But they do have a cool thing where you can, like, it was like pay a few bucks for a month, and you can go in there and get as many drinks as you want, including the lemonade, which probably was a bad idea. But it was on a college campus. If you're going to be anywhere selling a bunch of caffeine, it's on a college campus.
I'm just saying that's messed up.
All right, and Wiener Schnitzel, I just wanted to put it honorarily.
I was going to compare it to Antion.
I don't know. I don't think it says pretzel. It's schnitzel.
No, I've seen it compared to Antion's, and that's what we have here.
Oh, here's a picture. Hold on. It's Oh, it's tender veal cutlets coated in seasoned breadcrumbs. But it looks like the restaurant has more. They're like a hot dog place, like Skyline.
I've just seen it compared to Auntie
A
Anne's,
chili
but-
cheese fried burrito. Where'd it go? It looks like they deal with chili, like Skyline does.
Okay, cool.
So, I mean, I don't know if it tastes good, but it looks fine.
I was about to say, I don't like the presentation, even on the advertisement pictures, but I mean, if it's a chili place, they have a dollar soft serve? Come on.
For somebody who hasn't eaten there, high C.
Yeah, let's do it.
Actually, no, I'm thinking low B.
We're judging based on the pictures here, but it looks like a chili place, and it
looks
looks
like
pretty
a
good.
traditional chili dog, like you would make at home.
It looks pretty good. I don't know.
I mean, I kind of want. Are there any nearby?
Probably
Enter
not.
zip code. All right, let's see. 0 found near us. Oh
Yeah.
boy,
Yeah.
where are they at? I am curious now. Oops.
Oh wow, he zoomed all the way out into outer space.
Okay, well this isn't. It's not showing me anything. You know what? I didn't care. So that's fine. Oh, let's see. A lot of south. Or it's a lot of western.
Okay.
Ooh, what about the Wiener Wagon? Serving Southern California. Dude, that looks radical.
Yeah.
Well, color me interested. All right. Well, either way, low B, just because. All right. What are we? Are we at burgers now?
Let's do pizza first.
Oh, pizza. Yeah. Let's narrow this down. We got Papa John's. We got Pizza Hut, Sparrow, Domino's,
Little Caesars. Ooh, I feel like we're gonna have some hot takes here.
Are there any more pizza places?
Not that we know.
All right. Well, I'd like to start with Little Caesars.
Okay, let me hear you out first.
So Little Caesars, Little Caesars is mainly located in Michigan, Detroit. I'm pretty sure. That's like where their headquarters is. It's actually right next to their baseball stadium. But Little Caesars, I've heard, is better in Michigan than it is anywhere else, which doesn't surprise me if that's where it's from. Here's the thing. Anna has never taken me to Little Caesars in Michigan. I've never had Michigan Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Our Little Caesars here was good because it was cheap, but the big problem for me is if you can't easily reheat pizza and make it taste just as good, there's something wrong with your pizza.
It's like you read my mind, because I was about to say, if you want cheap pizza, there is no better place.
Yeah.
Period.
Even if it got more expensive.
But that being said, I don't know what spices they use, but I always found their pizza spicy. Like it hurt my mouth to eat it. And
maybe it's an allergy.
When you reheated the pizza, the cheese stayed like this hard clump. It never melted.
I'm putting it high C.
Because here's the thing, I was about to put in this, I was about to maybe argue like the Waffle House thing where it's like, if you want crappy food, you can, but personally, even reheating it wasn't good. So why even go?
It's good if you got a big party.
Okay.
At least the ones and I still have a gift card from last year's Easter that our aunt gave us.
Oh yeah.
And the one that was next was closed down. Yeah,
we have to drive 30 minutes to get to the next one.
I might have to go find a way. Oh, but they had the Batman calzone. Do you remember that?
I barely remember that.
I didn't try it. I didn't care. I didn't need it, but I heard about it. I was like, that's kind of cool. Anyway. All right. Papa John's. Papa John's is...
I hate Papa John's.
I don't like Papa John's.
I hate Papa John's.
But I don't think it deserves to be F. I think it's just for a different palate.
Okay.
It's fine. I've had it a few times because it's Anna's favorite.
Honestly, put it below Little Caesars.
Below Little Caesars?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Look,
disrespecting the Papa.
Look, I hate the crust. There's nothing appealing about the crust.
And they do the stuffed crust, but I really still don't care that much.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
I'm going to put Pizza Hut even lower.
I actually agree with you.
Nothing wrong against Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut, these pizza places are still pizza places. They're fine. There are better pizza places.
Like Sbarro.
Never had it, but it's New York style.
It's more of a mall thing. I've had Sbarro a lot in the not the Tri-County Mall, the Kenwood Mall.
Didn't you throw up after eating it once?
Maybe.
We were hanging out with Matthew and David.
I thought that was La Rosa's.
No, it was Sbarro because it was mall pizza. And then you swore at pizza for the rest of your life until you had it again, sometime years later. I
don't remember.
I remember that vividly because I was like, "Why are you hating?"
Well, as a grown ass man, I have to say it's pretty good. I would put it in B tier.
Sure. Where?
Let's put it above Steak and Shake. I think it might be the best in that category.
How dare you? Okay. Well, it better be good.
It's pretty good.
Domino's. I know you love Domino's.
I am a big fan of Domino's. That's true.
I don't hate Domino's. I used to, but I figured out our school, they would like bring in those personal pizzas.
Yes.
And they would call them Domino's, but they weren't the same.
Yeah, no, it was just the Domino's box, and they would cook a different pizza.
Yeah. So I got a really bad perception for a while, thinking that was Domino's. It's not. Domino's is fine. I like Domino's.
I'm a huge fan, and this is why. They care about the crust.
Yeah.
The crust is like
That
garlicky
seasoning.
and delicious, and the cheese is all melty. It reheats really well.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I know, because I actually watched a video from Flats. He's an Overwatch YouTuber. He made his own food tier list. He put Domino's in F. He hates Domino's. But he said that he has a lot of local pizza places that just swamp it out of the water.
And that's the thing. I'm trying to remember, like, there's a lot of better pizza places for some of these things.
But here's the thing. I think for fast food chains, I actually really think that Domino's stands out. Their desserts are especially good in comparison to like something like, I don't know, Papa John's. Like the Domino's like cookie pizza is delicious. I love it.
You want to know a fun fact about Domino's? Because I've been listening to Lateral with Tom Scott. It's a podcast where he talks about riddly stuffs. Well, one of the questions was like, this company started out where they figured every time they had a new location, they would modify their logo. But after a certain amount, they realized they couldn't keep up with it. So they went back to their original logo. So Domino's logo has a domino on it with pips, the little dots. They originally intended that every time they got a new location, they would add another dot to it. So you could tell which Domino's is which. Until they hit 12, filled out the domino, and we're like, well, crap. What now? We can't just have 2 Domino's on the logo.
Yeah.
So they went back to 3, and we're like, yeah, we'll just keep it that way.
That's fun.
Fun domino fact.
So we're putting it in A tier for the listeners.
Oh yeah, I put it under Panda, above Waffle House.
And look,
I put Waffle House above it. I think Waffle House is better.
You know what? I'm not going to disagree with you. I think I am stretching it a bit because I have such a love for the crust. But that's just me. And I understand that different people might find Domino's like not that appealing. It's just my go-to.
Yeah, just because you put cheese in crust doesn't make it good.
I mean, to me it does. It's delicious. But
well, Papa John's does the stuff.
I know. I just hate their crust.
Okay.
It's like.
All right, moving on. Now there's a ton of pretty much almost everything we have left is. Well, we have 2 wings places.
You know what? We can add things here. Do you want to add B-dubs?
Yeah, we'll just do it imaginarily.
Okay.
Or, I mean, I can find the picture. I just have to find a picture of B-dubs.
We can cut this out, too.
Well, we can. Or they could hear us as we discuss finding out, well, I found the B-dubs logo pretty quick.
I was also thinking for the video version of the podcast, I can just leave the tier list up. So after we're done, you can send that to me, and then I'll leave that on the video version of the podcast.
We have B-dubs already, so any more wings places you wanted to add?
Not wings places. We mentioned something previously that we wanted to add, and I forget what it was.
What kind of food?
I'm trying to remember. See, this is why ADD is a curse. It wasn't like a sub place. It was. If I remember, we'll come back to it.
Yeah, we'll come back. But anyway, wings places. I haven't had wings over, but I think they put one next to where I lived in Columbus. I just never got to try it.
I have no opinion on it.
So we'll put that in never had. Wingstop I've had. I do kind of like Wingstop. They have some pretty solid fries, although they're usually kind of like the greaser kind of fries that are thicker.
Okay. So like steak fries?
Not steak fries. They're like regular fries, but they're fine.
Okay.
Although we didn't put La Rosa's on here.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
We didn't talk about it, but anyway, Wingstop's good. I also like how they do a lot more like dry rubby stuff instead of sauce stuff. Like I get garlic parm, and it's a dry seasoning.
Okay, cool.
So I'll put them mid-B. I think they're pretty solid.
I'll take your word for it.
B-dubs, I don't mind, but here's the thing I have with B-dubs. Everybody gets B-dubs. B-dubs is too busy to make good wings, and so you get bad wings all the time.
See, that's an interesting take. I was about to say, because like, here's the thing. Like, anytime I'm in a social situation, B-dubs is brought up as a place to go.
Yeah.
Because it is the place where everybody goes.
But that's the thing. Everybody goes to B-dubs, and you can never get good wings because everybody's always crowding B-dubs.
I think that bars it from being A, but we could put it maybe, like, top of B.
I'll put it above Wingstop.
Oh, okay.
How about just directly above Wingstop?
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Now, we wanted to talk about La Rosa's real quick.
Because, like, in terms of getting wings in places, it's pretty much unmatched in our area. I did learn that we had a place called Buffalo Joe's not too far from here, but it shut down.
Oh yeah, Wade
so.
liked that place.
Yeah, Wade from Distractable.
Yeah, he always talked about it, but I've never heard of it.
I found it. It's actually not too far from my workplace. It's on my commute.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, La Rosa's. All right, well, I want to put La Rosa's A. I'd put it in the best, but I also like. Honestly, I do like it the best, but that's my favorite pizza place. We might get some tonight. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So I will give you A. I can't give it the best because for me, Domino's is the best, right? So we have two conflicting opinions here.
Yeah, so we'll put them right next to each other.
You can put La Rosa's above because it's a local place and we love supporting local businesses.
Yep.
It's a local chain, so I don't think that it's like widespread. But
that's why it's on the list.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a ton of burgers places. We can kind of do them on the quicker side because there's a ton.
Okay, so to make this quicker, I want to talk about Jack in the Box and Whataburger. So,
because I haven't had those.
Correct. So,
have you had In-N-Out?
I have not.
Okay. Everybody always loves In-N-Out.
Dude,
everybody
puts it in like S tier.
But I gotta be fair, we haven't had it.
Correct.
And we did say something about Del Taco, and we didn't judge that. Although we judged Wiener Schnitzel.
I know, but it's a chili place, so we can speak on it.
Okay.
It's our
But we haven't had burgers.
Correct.
Okay, well, anyway, Jack in the Box.
Okay, so I don't like Jack in the Box.
Oh.
I would say bottom of C. And here's why. So they have the Sonic problem, where they have a bunch of stuff on the menu, but
tacos.
None of it is very good.
Okay.
And I've had it twice, so I can definitely say it wasn't like a one-time occurrence. The 2 times that we went, I was just not very impressed.
You know, that's honestly what kind of, that gas Sheets does, is they got a lot of different stuff too.
Okay.
But it's generally all pretty good. Like, it's just solid.
All right.
And Whataburger?
So
is it Whataburger or Whataburger?
I call it Whataburger.
But it's what a burger.
I know, but that's how my girlfriend says it, and she's from Texas, so I trust her. And speaking of, she loves Whataburger. She drools over Whataburger every day. But here's the thing. I think it's like if you took Burger King and made them care about the food. They do very similar things to Burger King.
Low B?
I would say bottom of A. I was pretty impressed with their food. It didn't blow me away, but it was pretty good.
All right. How about A&W? I had the root beer floats. I've not had the burger.
So, funny story. I learned recently, I have 2 Canadian friends. A&W in Canada is like a big thing. It is like all over the place. It's very popular. But here, it completely flopped because the management made all the food way worse.
Okay. It's got a Little Caesars problem.
Yes, absolutely it does. So I wish that I could give it a fair chance, but the only A&W that I've been to here was on a highway trip, and it was mediocre at best.
Well, here's what I'm going to say, is that they have some solid root beer floats.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put them upper B.
I was about to say...
Below Steak and Shake?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. Arby's? I like Arby's, but here's the thing, like, I feel like sometimes I get stuff, and it doesn't taste like I thought it was going to taste.
That's the thing, right? Like they have the meats, but they're not very flavorful. Like, I don't know.
Like, I need the cheese sauce and the red ranch on my roast beef sandwich.
I'll tell you, there are 3 things that I go to Arby's for. Their shakes.
Yeah.
Because they're cheap.
They are good too.
Yeah.
I do like their shakes.
Their mozzarella sticks. I think that they actually have like some of the best mozzarella sticks in fast food.
Yeah.
They're very cheesy, very good. And they're Greek gyros. Because it's hard to get gyros around here.
I kind of would put them in low A.
Really?
I think they're pretty solid.
I'll give you top of B.
Okay. Above Sparrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Burger King. I don't mind Burger King, and I think they're coming back and trying to like do things differently.
Here's the thing. I hate their fries. I think their fries are the worst thing on the planet.
I kind of like their fries, but not enough to say like, oh, it's definitely not the worst on the planet. Their burgers are fine. I like how they're flame grilled.
It does make them stand out.
And some people would be like, oh, it's gross. I'm like, I kind of like it.
So once in a blue moon, I'll get like a craving for Burger King burgers. Because,
and their chicken nuggets I like.
Yeah, they're not bad.
I want to put them in B for like low B for Burger King.
I'll give you top of C.
I guess. That's fine. Have you had Carl's Jr.?
I have. Actually, I think we both did.
Oh, we did. We had a breakfast thing now.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound fair to judge it on.
I don't know. It kind of sits with Burger King to me. It's sort of like the same.
Put it right under.
Yeah.
Wendy's is on here. I was about to say, is Wendy's on here? Checkers and Rallies. I've had them. I kind of dug them for a while, but I think they're around Burger King level.
I can't say anything. I've only heard horror stories about their food quality.
Well, they also stopped doing like curly fries, or maybe it's like that's the difference between Rallies and Checkers or something.
Mm.
I don't remember which one I had either. I'll put them in C, kind of in the middle of C.
Okay.
Five Guys and Fries. I don't eat them.
So I've had Five Guys burgers and fries twice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole sentence to say. It is super expensive, but it's really, really good. It's sort of in the Portillo section where it's like the price is worth it. You get some high quality food, but like, are you willing to pay it? I don't know.
Middle A.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know have you been to Five Guys?
They get all the peanuts and stuff, so no.
I guess that's true. Yeah. I'll say from my experience, they're very good.
I'm trying not to die. All right, Culver's. Have you had Culver's?
No.
Culver's is good. They got shakes. They got concretes, which are types of shakes. They've also got good burgers.
Oh, wait. Are
They're the
concretes
home
like
of-
malts?
No, concrete is like where you mix stuff in.
Oh, okay. I do love
It's like a
malts.
Blizzard, but different. But they also are home of the Butter Burger.
The Butter Burger.
That's what it's called, I think. Let me double check. But they are also really good about cheese curds and stuff like that, which, as a fan of cheese curds, they make
I
them
do
squeak.
like cheese curds.
That's taking too long. Where's
Oh, man.
Culver's from?
Can we throw cheddars in there?
I don't know if it counts, because then we just put Olive Garden in there.
Oh, okay. I guess that's true.
Which you
We
could
start
do,
other
but I
places.
don't think of them as fast food
No. Yeah, we don't have to go that rabbit hole.
or fast casual. Now, is Culver's a Midwest thing? Yeah, it's a Midwest thing. Probably from it says Wisconsin.
Okay.
So they do cheese curds. If I look at Butter Burger, Culver's is the first thing that comes up. It's pretty good.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that bread looks like really soft.
It is. They've got a bunch of sides and stuff. Like if I look at their menu,
Dude, I'm getting hungry.
chicken sandwich.
Oh my gosh, they have seafood?
They have onion rings. Do they have seafood? Yeah.
It
And
kind
that
of,
was the
you know what?
big
It
one.
kind of reminds me of Frisch's. Now that I'm looking
It's
at the
better
menu.
than Frisch's, I think, because it's also designed as like fast food. Like it's got a drive-through, and it's not like a server comes to you. Well, they drop off your food at your table, but they don't. It's not like a server restaurant.
Okay, interesting.
It's like a fast food, like McDonald's kind of thing, where you can sit in there if you want. But it's good.
You know what? From looking at the menu, the way you're describing it,
Here, I got the perfect way to test this out. Hey, Anna. Anna, is Culver's good? She's tired. She said she went, yeah. So that's a yes for Culver's.
I mean, I'm hearing like,
I'm putting an upper A,
okay.
unless you want to hate on it.
No, I'm cool with that. I think you're
Actually,
making...
I might put it low the best.
Really? Okay.
I think Skyline should be higher on the best.
I mean, I'm biased, so I'm going to say yes.
There we go. I don't know which one I like more, Cane's or Skyline, honestly. Depends
Are
on
we
the day.
really putting Jimmy John's as the best?
No, I was just had them up there.
Okay.
Firehouse Subs I would also put pretty low
Okay.
on the best.
Can we move... I want to put like... Man, it's tough. Can we put Popeyes and Cane's next to each other and Skyline at the top? Can we do that?
I guess.
Are we so bold that we would make Skyline the best fast food place?
Maybe.
It's
We're
really
not done. We're not done.
Okay.
I know what you're going to pick for your best.
I'm-
And I would like to
I
put
actually,
this up.
I think you'll appreciate my opinion when it comes up.
All right, so Long John Silver's.
Okay,
I don't mind it.
Hold
I
on.
like it.
hold on. I need to get this out. It is the only fast food fish place.
No, it's not. Captain D's. And that's not a D's Nuts joke. Captain D's.
How many locations does it have?
I don't know. There's one in Columbus. There's probably one around here. Find a Captain D's. Use my current location. Why does it say Tulsa? Where does it think I'm at? Okay. Clearly I'm not in Kansas anymore. Cincinnati, Running Road.
Okay,
So we're around here. There.
that's a long way, but
Well, there's another one. There was another one. Where'd it go? Monroe, Fairfield. So there's a few.
okay. Well, since I have not had Captain D's, this is the only fast food fish place that I know of. And when I go there, I get hush puppies. I get myself a nice fish sandwich.
You know, I thought I liked Hush Puppies, and then I didn't.
Oh,
That's a weird thing to say, but I just not a big fan. It's
I
just
love them
bread.
with honey mustard.
They're fine. I might put Long John's in upper B.
I'm cool with top of B, honestly.
Yeah. Because if you don't like seafood, I would say you don't have an
And
opinion.
I would also say, let's be frank here. The reason that it's not popular is because fast food fish is a scary thing.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's
Well,
gonna
and
fly
Anna
through
doesn't
you.
like fish at all, so I don't get to eat it.
And their prices are like a little.
Yeah, but there's fish, and again, like depending on where you live, it's gonna be better or worse.
Yeah, but
it's fine.
I'll say I like Long John Silver's. It's pretty good.
McDonald's?
Man,
Here's my thing about McDonald's.
okay.
If you have the app, the prices are a lot more manageable now because they did go up, but with the app you can get a lot of deals and stuff. Honestly, I don't think the food is as bad as it was originally. Or when I say originally, like over the past 20 years, I think it's kind of hitting a bit of an upswing, or it's generally just not as bad for what it is.
Here's what I'll say. I am not going to judge anybody for liking McDonald's, but I don't even consider it an option when I'm choosing fast food places because it goes through me faster than any other fast food place. And when when you get the food and you smell it, you're like, oh wow, that smells pretty good. And then you take a bite and it's like, it feels manufactured.
I want to put it low B then. Kind of middle and give it some respect for being kind of everywhere.
Yeah, okay. I understand.
It's fine.
Something that pisses me off too is people are like, their spicy nuggets are better than Wendy's. Their nuggets don't even taste like chicken. I don't know what their nuggets are, but it's not chicken. I don't know what it is. It's a mystery meat.
All right, we're about to get to your Wendy's, but one more between is Shake Shack. Have you had Shake Shack?
Nope.
I'm conflicted on Shake Shack. Okay, remember how I was saying with KFC, I lately started getting really bad heartburn, and I'm not any older than 24. Shake Shack does the exact same thing to me. It kills me, and I don't know why. I could be allergic to something. I'm allergic to everything anyway. But they have a really good saving grace. They have some of the best cheese fries ever had. They're the ridged big fries, not as big as steak fries, but like big fries with ridges on them, and they give you a cup of cheese. And they give you a little fork made of wood, like a little skewer, and you pick the fries up and you dip them.
I need to get this thought out before I forget. One of my favorite things at Taco Bell is their nacho fries. I just need to get that out there.
Yeah,
you just made me start thinking about it. What would you pros and cons? Would you average that out to middle?
I guess, but I've never had a better cheese fry. I've had it multiple times. I love their cheese.
So maybe low B then.
I want to put them. Yeah, that's fine. And their burgers are fine. Oh, and of course they have pretty decent shakes too. But I think their shakes are on par with Arby's kind of thing, where it's like it's a good shake, but that's it.
Yeah, it's decent. It obviously comes from a machine, but
yeah. So here I might put them a bit under Arby's, just by a little bit, in mid B.
Okay.
All right, Wendy's.
So I'm incredibly biased. It's my go-to fast food place.
I want to put it low the best.
Really?
I think it's good. I've never had a bad Wendy's time.
I mean, look, I'm very biased. I love Wendy's. Their Frosties is like the best fast food dessert, in my opinion.
That's not why I was going to pick them as the best, but that's fine.
So before they made this change, I would have said that the most affordable fast food, because they had the Wendy's 4 for $4, which was an incredible deal. They've changed it now. It's a 5 for $5 thingy. So it's a $5 biggie bag. So you have to pay $1 more for the sandwich. But that being said, for $5, you get a burger, you get nuggets, you get fries, and you get a drink. That's incredible. Not a lot of other fast food places do that. I also really like the taste of their burgers. I really like their fries, but you can still see the potato skin.
They got good sweet and sour sauce, which is a pretty good benchmark for me.
I even love their breakfast. Their potato skins in the morning are really good.
It's fine. But I was also going to say their app also, with a bunch of these restaurants now, you can get an app for it.
Yeah.
They have some pretty decent deals on their app that make it more affordable too, if you don't get the biggie bag stuff.
I also really like the Dave's cream soda, and I can't get that in any other place.
Okay.
That is a Wendy's exclusive thing.
Lately, I've discovered the Baconator fries, which are just bacon cheese fries.
Yeah.
But dude, those are way better than I thought they were going to be.
So I don't know. I'm very biased.
I'll put them low the best.
Like when I say I want to get some fast food, it is usually a toss up between Skyline and Wendy's for me. Because Skyline is more expensive, but it's really, really good. Wendy's is less expensive, and it's still pretty good.
All right, our last one of my favorites, but I totally get why it's not everybody's favorite. White Castle.
So I have experience with this, right? Because I worked there for a couple of months. So here's the thing. I don't think that they're a master of anything except the sliders.
And some people hate them because they're steamed burgers.
Yes.
And Crystals isn't on this list. I've had Crystals. Crystals is pretty good too. Probably better than White Castle, but I don't know why they're not on the list. But point being, some people just don't like them because they're steamed.
Well, and so White Castle also has a similar problem to like Sonic, where they try to do a lot of stuff on the menu. And they're constantly changing the menu too. Like every month they have new items.
They had mac and cheese bites, and they were so good, and now they aren't here. And I don't know when they're coming back.
They also had Sloppy Joe burgers. They had what they called like original sliders for a while, and those are a pain in the ass to cook.
They also have good chicken rings too. I like those.
You know what? Saving grace is the chicken rings.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they're always there.
Their chicken rings are so unique. I can't get them anywhere else.
Yeah, I usually get their onion chips too. I like those.
They also have shrimp poppers, which are very good.
And they're
also season limited.
Fish nibbler things too.
See, you're talking me into Up because they they have like a very specific niche where you can't get that stuff anywhere else.
And here's the thing: I think people just give the sliders too much hate. I think it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't think you've really given it a proper chance to actually try it.
And we were talking about how like Panda Express can give you a lot of food. If you go there and get like a crate of sliders,
it's cheap as hell.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's not like it's really bad. Like, it's it's bad as every other fast food place is for you. But like...
Yeah, I think I've talked myself into giving it into low A. I'm okay with that. But
I'm putting it above Church's... I'm putting it above Potbelly, below Taco Bell.
That's a hot take, but I'll let you take the wheel.
I mean, you work there. I mean...
that kind of disillusioned me, really. Because I got into the nitty gritty of like all the different ways that we cook the food there. Dude, the Sloppy Joes just made me like, it was not good.
It's Sloppy Joe, I mean.
They kept it in a pot all day.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, technically if you keep it at high enough heat, but I don't know.
Fine.
We did not check the temperature, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You're supposed to.
Well, but
your manager would have been supposed to.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying is my experience at that White Castle might not be reflective of all White Castles. I also ate the food there on my lunch break, and I gained a lot of weight, so I have a little bit of a grudge there. But It's pretty good.
All right, so I don't want to read these all off. Kieran, where can they find this list? Where did you put the last one?
So you can find this list on YouTube at Kieran.
Yep.
Or I'll be posting it to my Twitter at Kieran. So any of those places, I'll post this so you can see it. I also have a Threads, but I don't think anybody cares about my Threads. So,
what's Threads?
It's if you haven't heard about it, it's like Instagram's version of Twitter.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all I need to know.
Yeah. But that's where you can find it. Right now, we can list off at least the S tier.
Okay. Skyline, Cane's, Popeyes, Chipotle, Culver's, Wendy's, Jimmy John's, Firehouse Subs.
That seems pretty good to me.
Those are some pretty solid ones.
Yeah.
And right below an A are some good ones. You'll have to look at the picture because there are some solidly good choices here.
I'm pretty happy with our list. I think we did a pretty good job. There are some hot takes in here. We're going to get flamed. I especially think our pizza choices might be flamed.
Probably, but I think that comes down to subjectiveness of pizza places. And I'm not mad about that. There's always going to be some subjectivism to things.
Yeah, I think we're also going to get slammed for Skyline. I'm sure most people haven't even had it, so...
Well, everybody always calls it, like mid and whatnot. But I don't think a lot of people really tried it. And again, it's not trying to be chili. Society Chili isn't saying, oh, this is what you should be eating at a competition.
You know what I find funny is I've watched a series on YouTube called Last Meals, and it's hosted by Mythical Kitchen. The idea is they bring a celebrity guest on to have their last meal. I'm just saying, 2 of the guests so far have brought Skyline Chili, and they're not even from Cincinnati.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, it makes me beam with pride. I'm like, yeah, it's good.
Well, I think that's it for this episode. Do we do an ending?
You ask this question every time, and I say every time I think we have something. If you want to find me, you can find me at all the places at Kieran. I don't stream as much as I used to. I'm retired from Marvel Snap content right now, but you can find me covering Marvel Rivals coming up soon, and I'm hosting more D&D sessions on my Cloud Rolls channel.
Oh, I'm on one of those.
Exactly. Trons is actually going to be appearing as a player on one of those, so you can check that out. It'll be in podcast form. As for the rest of this episode, thanks for listening, and
why?
Goodbye.